I'm Wolf from Healing Wolf Coaching, here to walk with you down the path of recovery. Let's start by taking a deep breath, hand on heart, deep breath in through the nose, expanding your belly and your chest. First belly, then chest, hold it, and then release. Unconscious mind loves to feel like there's predictability, there's control, there's safety. And so as we move forward, I'd like you to think about this concept. The walker makes the path. As you move forward on your recovery, the path appears before you, and you get to make that path. You get to decide whether you're going to go left, right, center, right through the bushes, or over some rocks, or where someone else has gone before. You get to make that. The walker, which is you, gets to make that choice. And when you make that choice and you're really conscious about making those choices, very intentional about making those choices, that sends a message to unconscious mind and rewires your brain that you're in control, you're all right, you're moving forward. So for example, if you decide that you're going to go swimming, you set that intention, you make that part of your path. You choose the path, you're the walker. If you want to go play tennis, you're the walker. If you want to meditate, you're the walker. If you want to work with a particular coach, you're the walker. You decide, you make those calls intentionally, and you can even say to yourself, give yourself some flexibility of time. It's another great addition to the walker makes the path, because you're making your path and you're taking that path in increments. You're saying, well, I'd like to go a mile on this particular line of river. I'm going to go for a mile here. And in my case, that looked like I want to move my body, and I understand that I had chronic pain, and I understood that sensations would probably go up if I moved my body in that direction of intentionally going beyond my boundaries, out of bed, into a pool, and that I could accept that. I could say to myself, I'm making this path. I can change this path at some point, but I'm not gonna let the path make me. So in other words, as the path unfurls and you're making choices, if it's rocky, if you trip, you're going to stay on that path as best you can. You're going to get back up. If you have a recovery response, like let's say you're dealing with chronic pain and you go do something you really wanted to do. Let's say roller skating. You really love roller skating. It's joyful. There's disco music. You go roller skating. And then later, you get a recovery response. What do? So what? I'm choosing this path. I'm going to go roller skating again. You can give yourself a time on the path in terms of like, maybe not a time. Tracking time is not too helpful. But you could say, I'm going to go roller skating 10 times. That's my intention, to go roller skating 10 times. And so before if you were going to say, I'm going to go roller skating, and then the roller skating increased your sensations, and you said, I'm not going to do that anymore. That's the path swaying you. You're not making the path then. Who's making the path? The path is conspiring with pain to turn you off of the path, but you get to make that path. You get to keep trying. You keep not trying, but doing. You're taking action, and you're moving forward. As I say, MFA, move forward anyway. I'm also saying, be kind to yourself. Give yourself a window where you're on the path to take a rest, to lie on the ground and look at the sky. I used to do this when I was on my recovery journey, and it was very challenging for me to go on hikes. I would go out in the woods and I would lie on the ground and I would just stare up into the leaves and breathe. Sometimes I would meditate, just listen to the trees. So I gave myself that grace. I gave myself that calm space. The walker makes the path. You're in control. you're able to change your course as you move forward, and you're able to change that course with the intention and with the vision of who and where you want to be. Okay, not let the pain and the path be dictated by an agreement between like what you're encountering and the pain sensation or any other sensations. You're not letting that be made for you. You're saying, well, if something comes up on this path, I'm going to navigate it. If there's a fire on the path or a bear on the path, I'm going to back up and pause, take a breath, watch the bear, let the bear move along, right? The bear could be equivalent to a very protective nervous system that wants to roar and wants to get you to move away from that path. But you say, no, I'm going on this path. I've made this decision. And as long as you've been checked out medically, you know you're okay to do things like exercise or go into a public space. If you've talked to a physician and the physician says, I don't see much here. I don't know what's happening. I'm not really sure. This pain doesn't match up with the minor stuff on your scans. Or even if they say, well, it could be this or it could be that, opinions, you keep moving forward. You make your path. If you need help making that path, then reach out to your physician and say, hey, I'm going to do this path. Is that okay? And she says, yeah, that's fine. You want to go swim 10 times in the pool? That's fine. Check in with me. I've checked you out. You seem like you're in relatively good health except for these sensations of anxiety or pain or whatever it is. And you keep moving forward. Okay, so that's today's message. If you've enjoyed this, The Walker Makes the Path, and other videos, please subscribe, thumbs up, comment, ring the bell. So many things to do, and they all take like a second or less than a second. I appreciate you. I'm here for you. If you want to chat with me and strategize your recovery and talk about how you can work with me one-on-one to accelerate your recovery, then head over to my website and book a consult call. It's a free call where we'll spend a little time together. I'm going to listen to what's been going on to you very intensely. I'm a very focused guy. I'm going to focus on what's been happening and see the best path forward for you. And when I see that, we'll talk about options. And you have a lot of options. You have nearly infinite options of recovery. So I'm one of those options. And some of the practices that I've come up with, the somatic meditations, returning to the temple, the rose teaches the thorn how to pray, all of that is available to you over at healingwolfcoaching.com. Sign up for my newsletter. I'm doing some pain workshops now, free, just to give people information and do a few exercises, have a little community building there. And I'm on Facebook at The Healing Den for anxiety and chronic pain and panic attacks and whatever other sensations might come up. I'm posting there almost daily, and we have an amazing community. We have some other coaches there. We've got some other people on the recovery journey, some people, brothers and sisters I've met along the journey. So check that out too. There's so much available for you. And I'm excited about it. And I'm ready to be a part of your recovery journey. So reach out to me. Even just comment. Tell me what you want to hear about from my perspective. If you'd like to hear about a specific thing that I haven't covered in any of my videos, or a question you need answered, I'm here. I love you. I know that you're going to make it. So keep going and move forward anyway, and walk the path you want to walk to get to where you want to go and be who you want to be.